schedule for sunrise and weekend workouts, those yoga workouts there. All right, Jackie, I know you are a softball player. What about yoga? You like yoga?
I love yoga.
Ah.
Yeah, but I would also say namaste in bed today.
Yeah, you should, if you have the luxury.
If you have the luxury to do that, because I mean, if you look outside right now, we have the cloud cover, we have some fog. It's just given that.
Yeah, don't leave your house if you can. Work from home.
Right.
Take a sick day. Put it on Jackie. No. She's giving you the bad news, you know.
I mean, but it's good news in the form that we do really need this rainfall,
True.
so we'll take it. Some areas still under that severe or extreme drought, especially back out towards our far western areas, right around D.C. We're abnormally dry for this time of the year, so we'll take all that rain that we can get. Visibility, though, out there right now is reduced for some, very low back over towards Winchester and Woodstock, down about a mile or less. 7 miles of visibility in Luray, 5 in Culpeper. In D.C., a slight reduction, down about 9 miles of visibility. More of the wet weather is just south of our area right now. That will continue to lift its way northward. Just see a few sprinkles and a few showers, light showers, I should say, back over towards Front Royal and Luray earlier. Now with that patchy fog, that may enhance a little bit of that patchy drizzle as well for parts of the region too. Satellite and radar showing us that we do still have that system. That was potential tropical cyclone 8 that we were talking about yesterday. That did make its way inland, and it really did pack a punch across the Carolinas yesterday, with some areas receiving at least 10 inches of rainfall, while others locally higher amounts up to 16 inches of rain. We will not be seeing that back here locally. What we will be seeing is a little bit more, I would say, lighter than that. I would say about an inch is possible back out towards our far western areas, closer towards D.C., thinking closer to or a little bit less than 1/4 of an inch possible, but it really depends on where the steadier rain does set up. Now, this is the latest with Futurecast. By 3 p.m., the leading edge of that batch of rain lifting its way north, mainly along and south of 66 into the early parts of the afternoon. By the evening commute time frame, spreading its way northward. So we're looking at scattered rain showers across much of the area through that evening commute, and right around sunset, still tracking the scattered rain across much of the region before that starts to wind down. A few of those light showers overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Still tracking the cloud cover, though. That will continue to be with us not only later on this evening, tonight, but also continuing into tomorrow. Now, as we look ahead towards tomorrow morning, we could see some clusters of storms back over towards our far western areas, and with those heavier downpours, that will certainly add up in terms of those rainfall totals back out towards the west. A few of those showers still around into tomorrow afternoon and evening. Could even see a few of those heavier downpours setting up back across southernmost parts of Maryland. Now, later on this evening, unfortunately, we have the cloud cover, we have those showers, so it'll really limit our view of this really cool event. We're talking about the supermoon and the partial lunar eclipse. Super moon, meaning that's the full moon closest to Earth, so the moon will appear a little bit larger and also a little bit brighter. However, with the partial lunar eclipse, what does that mean? Lunar eclipse means that the moon will pass through the Earth's shadow, and with it being a partial one, it would just dim the northernmost parts of the moon. That's where it's passing through the shadow. Now, the peak of that lunar eclipse would have been at 10:44 this evening, so miraculously, if there is a little bit of a clearing of the skies, maybe you'll be able to see it. Some coastal flood alerts to talk about, considering we do have that super full moon. Those high tide cycles are running a little bit higher than normal. So D.C. as well as Arlington and over towards Alexandria, and then also over towards Anne Arundel County, parts of southern Maryland, as well as parts of Virginia included in that coastal flood advisory. We also have that flood watch just south of our area. Just wanted to give a heads up about that. If you are traveling southward, that's where we could see a little bit more in terms of the rainfall being propelled across the area. As we look ahead towards Thursday and Friday, starting to know some drier conditions. So by Thursday, maybe a spot shower or two. Friday, we're tracking dry conditions. Should be mainly dry this weekend as well. Fall officially begins on Sunday, and we'll see high temperatures in the low 70s that day. Certainly feeling like fall. Shanika, how are those roadways right now?
All right, out to Montgomery.